Blessings in Jesus' name, everyone. Today we continue our second part to get moving. In 2 Peter 1:5 we read, "Also add to your faith." In the matter of drudgery, Peter said in this passage that we have become partakers of the divine nature, and that we should now be giving all diligence concentrating on forming godly habits. This is in 2 Peter 1. Let's see. Verses 4 and 5. For by these he has granted to us his precious and magnificent promises, so that by them you may become partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in the world by lust. Okay? He established that connection. We are to add to our lives all that character means. No one is born either naturally or supernaturally with character. It must be developed. Nor are we born with habits. We have to form godly habits on the basis of the new life God has placed within us. That's right. And we must lose our bad habits and replace them by godly habits. Example, sleeping too much, not being productive, spending unnecessarily, buying everything you see and want and never use it. All these habits that we inherited from the world, from the past, being addicted to certain things, all that must die, my friends. We are not meant to be seen as God's perfect, bright, shining examples, but to be seen as the everyday essence of ordinary life, exhibiting the miracle of His grace. Drudgery is the test of genuine character. Drudgery is another word for trials, difficulties. The greatest hindrance in our spiritual life is that we will only look for big things to do. Yet, in John 3, verses 3 to 5, Jesus took a towel and began to wash the disciples' feet. Okay? This is one of the most humble, kind action that we can do. Taking care of someone else with love. We all have those times when there are no flashes of light and no apparent thrill to life, where we experience nothing but the daily routine with its common everyday tasks, right? Day in, day out, we do the same thing. We wake up, we go to work, we come back, we go do groceries, we clean the house, and it seems, like mundane. It seems at times useless. The routine of life is actually God's way of saving us between our times of great inspiration, which come from Him. Okay? He gives us a break, in other words. He prepares us. He molds us. He trains us in those moments that seem to us, as insignificant routines, insignificant tasks. Don't say that. Nothing is insignificant when you do everything for the Lord. Don't always expect God to give you His thrilling moments, but learn to live in those common times of the drudgery of life by the power of God. It is difficult for us to do the adding that Peter mentioned here. We say we do not expect God to take us to heaven on flowery beds of ease, and yet we act as if we do. I must realize that my obedience, even in the smallest detail of life, has all of the omnipotent power of the grace of God behind it. If I will do my duty, not for duty's sake, but because I believe God is engineering my circumstances, then at the very point of my obedience, all of the magnificent grace of God is mine through the glorious atonement by the cross of Christ. In other words, don't look at your daily tasks, routines, and all that as earthly things. See that it is God who has allowed this time for you to do these things, to rest perhaps, and to prepare you for what's to come. So don't have any complaints about it. Oh, I'm bored. There's nothing happening in my life. I'm always doing the same thing. No, don't say that. God is allowing this routine in your life. Be grateful in all things. Give thanks. And don't try to change the situation. Respect the place and time where God has placed you. Seek Him. Talk to Him. Maybe that's why He's placing you in this continuous, routine. He's trying to get your attention that you cannot give Him if you're constantly busy. Okay? Well, this is it for now. Please, my friends, pray for Israel. Pray for the Christians in Iran that are being persecuted. We know that this will all lead to the return of Jesus, and before that, the revelation of who the Antichrist is. So be prepared, keep watch, and remain alert. Don't think that the world is going to keep on going like this. No. This age is coming to an end very soon. Are you prepared? Are you prepared? Are you at peace with everyone? Is your conscience clear? Or do you still have forgiveness to do? You still have bitterness towards someone, make sure your house is clean and pure before Jesus comes. God bless you.